myself, as well as KJ7AAI, Jeff, located up there in North Redmond. We'll hear from him in just a second. Tonight, we take check-ins, as before, by the alphabet, one at a time, alphabetically, 3 groups. First letter of your call sign. Groups are Alpha through Foxtrot, Golf through Romeo, Sierra through Zulu. Now, we always do this in the same order, but if you got to check in early and you're at the end of the alphabet, go ahead, check in when you need to. For your report, here's what we're looking for. Your call, your name, your location, your antenna, your power, your rig, my signal report, and if you've got them, your elevation and your...
And I believe it's...
And Jeff will be too, I believe. So to get started, here's my check-in. KB7RYY Dan in South Bellevue. Right now, I'm using a Kenwood TMD71A connected to a Comet GP9 up on the roof at almost 800 feet. And CN87 Whiskey November is the grid square. And I've got another rig. If that one doesn't work, it's a Yaesu 857D. It took to an elk log periodic on a slow rotator. Now over to Jeff, KJ7AAI. Here's KB7RYY.
You're at 59446 on my uploader here. Very solid signal. This is KJ7AAI. Jeff, located to the north of the antenna is a Comet GP9. Alpha on the Comet CX333. Running 100 watts from an Icon IC9700. Elevation is 325 feet. And my group square is CN87 Whiskey Quebec. KJ7AAI.
Okay, Jeff, thank you. Getting my pencil caught up here and get North Redmond in the proper column for your QTH. Antenna Comet GP9, a backup of a CX333. Okay, 100 watts from that ICOM 9700. Someday I'm going to graduate to 100 watts. All right. So, this is Dan, KB7RYY. We're ready to get started. So, let's go. If you have suffix Alpha through Foxtrot, let's hear from you. Come ahead.
KG7FWB.
Okay, let's see if I can sort this out. KX2CW, KG7FWB, and Echo Delta. I bet that was Reed. Was that you, Reed? KR7EED. All right, maybe there were some others, but there's 3. KX2CW, you're first, Joan. Go ahead. So 73 to you, Joan. Let's see if I got everything on my log sheet here. That's KX2CW, Joan, up there on Broadway Avenue, running an ICOM 2200H. First at 4 watts, then at 8 watts. You were about a 5.8 on the 4 watts and a good 5.9 on the 8 watts, and you've about taken care of all that hum we heard earlier out of that rig, so good job there. 113 meters, CN87 Uniform Oscar 17. Thank you, Joan, for checking in again. All right, let's see, who's next? KG7FWB, your turn.
Well, good evening, Dan, Jeff. This is KG7FWB, Bossa Nova Bill at Bitter Lake. I'm on high power, which is 50 watts, with an N9TAX Slim Jim antenna. Still using a Kenwood TMV71. My elevation is 440 feet. Grid square, Charlie, November 87, Tango Romeo, and you are 5'9" plus plane. Thank you. Well,
Bill, you are 5'9" plus here. Good signal, KG7FWB. over there at Bitter Lake, Kenwood TMV71, same rig I'm on, to an N9TAX Slim Jim, 50 watts, let's see, CN87 Tango Romeo, and 440 feet in the air. Thanks, Bill. Good to hear you again. All right, KR7EED, it's Reed. What's going on tonight, Reed? Come ahead. All right, Reed. Well, I have 2 pairs of socks on downstairs in my ham shack, so yeah, it's a little chilly. That's Reed, KR7EED over in North Wallingford, where I'm hearing you about a 5.6, a good readability 5, but some scratch on the signal, but 5 watts with that Yaesu VX150, that's good, to a J-pole. Let's see, what else did you have there? 85 meters in the air and CN87 Uniform Quebec. I think that's it. Very good. Thank you, Reed. All right, we're still at the top of the alphabet, taking check-ins for the double nickel simplex net. Alpha through Foxtrot. This is KB7RYY. Come ahead, please.
KJ7YRR.
All right, 3 stations. I think I got 2 of you. Let's see what I got here. KB7CHY, Jerry, did I hear you in there? Come back, please. Boy, I couldn't quite make that out. I don't know if that was Jerry or not. Try it again, and let's see if I can get a relay. Last station, come back, please. Well, that time I didn't hear anything. Let's move ahead to KJ7YRR. Jack up there in Marysville, I think. Jack, let's have a report.
Yeah, that was me. KJ said this. I'm trying a different radio and see if I can get to you there.
All right, Jack, I've got 247. Did you want to give a report? Come ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is a Yaesu FTM 3100. This is 65 watts, I guess. I'm on a disco antenna. But the elevation here is only like 25 feet above sea level. And the antenna is up about, I think it's 32 feet to the disco nest. So I don't have a grid square, I'm sorry. Back to you, Dan.
Very good, Jack. KJ7YRR. Jack is up there in Marysville. I got a lot of scratch on you from multipath tonight, Jack. So a 4.7. Jack's running a discone antenna. I got a Yaesu FTM 3100, 65 watts, 25 feet elevation plus 32 feet on the antenna. And just let me check, Jack, did I get those details correct? Correct. KJ7YRR, KB7RYY, back to you.
Yeah, that's correct, yep. You got it, and I guess I got a kind of scratchy tonight there, but not like it usually is, but I guess there's a lot of storm in the area too, a lot of cold, that's for sure.
That is for sure, Jack. Well, thanks for coming by. My call sign compliment there, KJ7YRR. All right, let's see. KB7CHY, are you out there, Jerry? Did I hear you? Let's listen for Jerry. Come ahead, please. KA7CHY. I pulled you out of there. I had to switch over to the Yaesu, and the beam is pointed north, so I had you off the back of the beam, but I finally got you. You're weaker than normal. Jerry's in Southwest Federal Way. He's got a Victor 898 Sierra Tango at 25 watts to an N9TAX J pole, 250 feet in the air, CN87 Sierra Tango Hotel. And you were a 1-2 on my vertical, but I got you 3-2 on the beam pointed north, so I got you in there, Jerry. Good to hear you. This is Dan, KB7RYY, still looking for check-ins at the top of the alphabet for the double nickel simplex net. Alpha through Foxtrot, come ahead, please.
Kilo Alpha 7, Charlie Echo Echo, Wayne.
Wayne, KA7CE, you have a great signal tonight, come ahead.
Yeah, you're about 5 by 8. So I got the beam more or less zeroed in on you. So you sounded great. Anyway, this is KA7CE using my Cushcraft 14 element junior boomer and the Yaesu FT991 Alpha with 50 watts. Even though my new power meter is 66 watts, I think that's calibrated that. Grid square at Charlie November 87 Victor Juliet, East Hill of Kent. And I think that's everything. Let me know if it isn't. KA7CE, Wayne, back to net.
Oh, Wayne, the only thing you did give me was the elevation. You're somewhere a little north of 500 feet, I think, but that's KA7CE, Wayne, Kent East Hill. He has a Yaesu 991 Alpha. It's connected to a Cushcraft 14 element junior boomer with 50 watts. CN87 Victor Juliet, and 5.8 for the signal strength. Good signal, Wayne, and the elevation is about 550, is that right? Back to you.
It's a little less to the beam, so about 530 for the beam. KA7CE.
Thank you. 530 feet for the beam. That was Wayne, KA7CE, Wayne on the Kent East Hill. All right, more check-ins. Alpha through Foxtrot, double nickel simplex net, KP7RYY here. Silence. Well, Jeff, your turn. KJ7AAI, KP7RYY. Over to you. All right, this is KJ7AAI, double nickel simplex net. This was before the lead of it already. So, one more here. I think it's Bill, KK7KK, Bill, pretty weak speed, but I think I can hold you up. Come ahead, please. Hey, Bill, I think you're in the level. A little bit weak here. I got about 3 by 8, 38, with KK7 at the SAU. Bill, I think I got into it from that point, too. Thank you, Bill. Let's go in Toronto. The attendance is comment KK3. Power is 50 watts. The range is Yaesu FTM 500 and R. Elevation is 400 feet. And grid square of CN8 holding West Bank, India. This is the good, but I think that's the first thing I've heard on simplex. So, thanks for checking in with me. Okay, this is the next KJ7AAI, double nickel simplex net. I'll put one comma call for any station for simplex net to Alpha and Foxtrot. But they were pretty weak. Try one more time. I may get the real one. Try one more time, please. I think that was KB7 Yes, I was. It's KB7 Alpha Foxtrot. I have a good copy, 5/8, so come ahead, KB7 Alpha Foxtrot, KB7 RYY here. Thank you, Steve. That's KB7 Alpha Foxtrot over on the Renton West Hill, an isopole antenna to an IC2730A running 30 watts, 330 feet, and CN87 Victor Lima was the grid square, and I have you, as I said, a 5/8, good signal, Steve. All right, back to you, Jeff, KJ7AAI, KB7RYY. Thanks for the relay, Dan. No, we're over here most of that on the discount, about a 3/8, but thanks for keeping it, Steve. All right, let's go ahead and open up to Alpha to Romeo. So if you have a suffix that starts with Alpha to Romeo, and you want to continue, Chris, go ahead and let me know.
Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo, Juliet. 7, November, Yankee Whiskey, Dave.
All right, there are KK7, NY W, Brad, and then there's the station heading to Quebec, Echo Sierra, I believe. Can I put your telephone one more time, please? Okay, copy Kilo Kilo 7, Quebec, Echo Sierra, Captain Steve Army with a second. Let's take Dave, KK7, NY W, good evening, Dave, please come ahead with your report.
Good evening, Jeff. I have you at a 5-9 this evening, and Dan, I'm getting a little better than last week, close to a 4-4. So he's still scratchy, but quite readable. I am in Bonnie Lake, Grid Square, Charlie, November, 8-7, Victor Echo, on a Yaesu FT991 Alpha at 50 watts, into a homemade quarter-wave vertical antenna at a total height of about 610 feet. This is KK7NYW.
Oh, very good, Dave. That's KK7NYW, Dave, from Bonnie Lake. It gives you a homemade quarter-wave vertical antenna, 50 watts from a Yaesu FT991 Alpha, 610 feet. And we're just square of CN87 Victor Echo. Dave, I hear you about a 4/8. Thanks for checking in. All right, next up is KK7QES, Captain, I believe. Come ahead, please. IG-2200 Hotel at 60 watts. Thank you very much, Bob. Whiskey Bravo 7 Oscar Bravo, located in Magnolia, and in the dipole antenna, 60 watts. ECOM IC-2200 Hotel, 246 feet, and seeing 8 San Antonio, Papa. And Bob, I haven't taken you, Alex 9, so good copy to me. Thanks for checking in. All right, we are looking for one station for suffixes Alpha to Romeo. Continue, please come in.
This is KI7. 7 PMI, Andy.
All right, KK-17, I was sending Dublin with KK-17, can you station please come in?
KI7, ZCY, Musa, Automatic.
All right, so this one, we heard a Whiskey 6 to the Whiskey 6 station, come along, can you please? Whiskey 6, Oscar, question mark, one more time, please. Whiskey 6, Oscar, Hotel Mike. And I think this is your mobile, so let's take you first, 36082. Cool, awesome, can you please come in? Very good, yeah. We just got it all working in the region. That's Whiskey 6, Oscar Hotel Mike, W6082. Answer is pedestrian mobile on Queen Hill. Using the top antenna of the AT&T X6R, 5 watts, and the grid square was CN87 Papa. And just know, just people over here is developing their 5 plus 10. So we'll have to lift up, thank you. Copy 420 feet, thanks for the information, and thanks for checking in, see you there again. Stay warm, have a good evening. Let's go back to KK-7 PMI, please come in.
Yeah, thanks for hosting that here. This is Andy, KK7 PMI. I'm on top of Finn Hill in Kirkland, Washington. I've got you at 5'9". I'm running a Tram 1477, and my rig is an Alinco DR735 Tango, running at 50 watts at 440 feet of elevation in grid square, Charlie November 87 Victor Romeo. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, Andy. Thanks for checking in. Kilo 7 Papa Mike Andy on Finn Hill in Kirkland. And 2 of the Charlie 1477. 50 watts. The rig is an Alinco DR735 Tango and Tango. Elevation is 440 feet. And grid square CN87 Victor Romeo. And Andy, you're receiving 559 plus 36. Yes, you go. Alright, this is KK-7 and Andy here in North London. This is the double nickel simplex net, and we're looking for champions or stations or suffixes Alpha to Romeo. Continue, please come ahead.
Alpha, Golf, 7, Lima, Romeo, Cody.
Alright, we got at least 2 on your KK-7R and Leo. Yep, and KK-7LR, Cody. Yeah, you're talking about those things on where to take these two first. So first looking through KI-7R and Leo. Good evening, Jack. Please come ahead.
Alright, good evening, Jeff.
Jack. Alpha. Elevation is 340 feet. In the grid square of CNN8, Summary Uniform, Quebec. Thanks for taking time. Alright, next up is Cody. AG7LR. Cody, please come ahead.
This is AG7LR Cody in Granite Falls. I'm using ATC 8900 and a 4-element Yagi. I'm running 25 watts. My grid square is Charlie November 88 X-ray Charlie, and my elevation is 300 feet. And you are 5'9", AG7LR, back to net.
Alright, very good, Cody. That's AG7LR Cody in Granite Falls. Using a 4-element Yagi, 25 watts, 45 watts for the ATC 8900. Elevation of 300 feet. And the grid square is CNN88 X-ray Charlie. Cody, your last line plus 12. That's not a bunch of noise, so 4 by 9 plus 12. Thanks for checking in again, Cody. Great to hear you tonight. Great, here's KG7AI, double nickel simplex net, and we are looking for one station for suffixes Alpha to Romeo. Step 2, please come ahead.
With 7 Romeo Juliet.
7 Oscar Delta Bravo.
7, is it CY?
Alright, I got KD7ODB Dean, and Dean is squashing someone else. Who's doubling with Dean? I got our female from there, but we'll take Dean and ask again. And KD7ODB Dean, please come ahead with your report.
Good evening, Jeff, and everybody on the net. I can't believe I was squashing anybody. I'm only running 10 watts. I'm running it's an ICOM IC705, 10 watts into a tram 1477B. B means it's black. Anyway, I'm at 505 feet, and the grid square Charlie November 87 Tango Romeo, and both you and Dan are 5'9", about 10 over actually for both of you. So anyway, you both sound great. KG7ODB, back to net.
Well, very good, Dean. I got one of that, and you do have a direct signal here to 5 plus 18. The only question, are you at home tonight to get the IQ at Better Lake there too?
Yes, I'm at my home QTH.
Alright, very good. Thank you, Dean. That's KG7ODB, Dean, Better Lake, North Seattle. The tunnels are getting 1477B for black. Tunnel 2 watts from an ICOM IC705, 505 feet in elevation. And the grid square is CNN8 Summary Tango Romeo. Thanks for taking in, Dean. Alright, we're still looking for stations with suffixes Alpha to Romeo for the simplex lead. Step 2, please come over.
With 7 Romeo Juliet.
I have one more, try one more time, let me switch into, try one more time, please.
We offer 7 Romeo Juliet.
Station indicator Bravo is a little bit weak, KG7R1, were you able to hear that station, or did you miss anyone else over to KG7AAI?
Okay, Jeff, KJ7AAI, here's KB7RYY, and you did hear K7CTB, and there was another station behind the K7CTB. Can that station come ahead, please?
Whiskey Alpha 7 Romeo Juliet.
I heard Romeo Juliet. Can I get your prefix, please?
Whiskey Alpha 7.
Whiskey Alpha 7 Romeo Juliet. Not real strong, but I can hear you. Stand by, please. Let's take K7CTB first. Come ahead.
Yeah, this is Kilo 7 Charlie Tango Bravo Jackson near Duval. I'm on an STM 500D running 50 watts on an SCOM J-pole, approximately 258 feet in altitude. EN9782 is my grid square, and I've got you at 5'9" plus 3. Kilo 7 Charlie Tango Bravo, back to net.
K7CTB, over in Duval. I think I had Jackson for the handle.
and it went way too fast for me on the rest of it. I got an 8 Ed Fong J-pole. I got 258 feet. The rig, the wattage, the grid square, and you are about a 5'8". K7CTB, fill me in. KB7RYY.
This is K7CTB. It's an STM 500B is the rig. I'm running 50 watts into the Edgebong cable. I got you at 5'9 plus 30, and it's CN97AQ with the grid square. K7CTB.
Was that CN97 Alpha Quebec for the grid square? Back to you, and what's the name Jackson, please? Back to you.
Yes, the name is Jackson K7CTB, and the grid square was correct, CN97 Alpha Quebec K7CTB.
All right, got it all that time, I think. That's K7CTB. Jackson up there in Duval, an Ed Fong J-pole, an FTM 500D for a rig, 50 watts, a CN97 Alpha Quebec, and 250 feet in the air. Thank you, Jackson. All right, behind Jackson, there's another station, WA7RJ. You were weak, but I heard you. Come ahead.
Okay, name is Mark. I'm in Tulalip, Washington, using a Yaesu FT991, 50 watts, using a unknown Comet collinear at 200 feet. I'm in Charlie November 88 Victor Alpha.
Okay, WA7RJ, Mark Tulalip is what I heard. Comical linear antenna, a Yaesu FT991, 50 watts, 200 feet in the air, CN88 Victor Alpha, and you're only about a 2-2 to me, Mark. Did I get the details correct? Come back, please. WA7RJ, KB7RYY.
Yeah, you got the details correct. I'm a little surprised about my signal report. It's been better. I better check for water in the coax or something.
Well, I don't know, Mark, how you doing with, let's go over to Jeff. How do you copy, Mark? KJ7AAI, KB7RYY.
Yeah, Mark, I'm hearing you about a 3x8, 38. A little weak, but I can copy you. Back to you, Dan. KB7RYY, KJ7AAI.
All right, thanks for that, Jeff. I wanted to give Mark a second signal report there. All right, this is Dan, KB7RYY. Let's make another call here for Alpha through Romeo, and then we'll move on. If your call sign is Alpha through Romeo, please come ahead. All right, we'll open it up now. Alpha through Zulu. If you've been patiently waiting, now's your chance. This is Dan, KB7RYY, listening. Okay, what a pileup. Well, I got Christian, K7XTN, and about 3 others. Let's get a few others. Come ahead, please.
Kilo India 7, Zulu Charlie Yankee. K7 CBI.
Okay, I got 2 more. KB7SDM, got you. K7TBI, I got you. Some other scratchy signals in there. Let's get these 3 and then we'll sort out the others. K7XTN, Christian, your turn. Come ahead.
Hey, Dan and Jeff, this is Christian. Kilo 7 X-ray Tango November in the Maple Leaf neighborhood. Usual setup. I'm on the ICOM IC2730. It's going into a Diamond X50 antenna. I'm coming to the antenna is at 330 feet, give or take. The radio's on low power, so roughly 5 watts. I mentioned I was in Maple Leaf. The grid square is Charlie November 87 Uniform Quebec. I copy 5x9. Jeff also is coming in beautifully tonight. Ryan was coming in beautifully, and I'll wait till the end of the net, but I'm going to try checking in on a different rig, different antenna, just to get a signal report. K7XTN, back to you, Dan. Thanks for doing that.
Okay, Christian, that's K7XTN. Christian, up in the Maple Leaf neighborhood. ICOM IC2730, a Diamond X50 was the antenna, running just 5 watts. You're still 5'8" here, good signal there, Christian. 330 feet in the air, and I got distracted when you gave me the grid square. I wrote down CN87 Uniform Quebec. Is that correct, Christian? Back to you.
Yeah, I was doing that for memory. Let's see. Charlie November 87 Uniform. That's correct. Uniform Quebec. Thank you, Dan. K7XTN.
All right, I was replaying what you said in my head here. All right, very good, Christian. Good to hear from you tonight. Uniform Quebec was the grid square. And next up, KB7STM, your turn. Come ahead. Yeah, I guess that's your father, Mark. Good to hear from him. His signal was a little weak. Maybe he can do better next week. KB7SDM Ryan, Holler Lake. He has a DIY ground plane antenna that's being driven by a Kenwood TR751 Alpha. It's running 20 watts. 320 feet in the air, CN87 Uniform Romeo, and 59 plus, straight signal, Ryan, and let's hope we can get a good signal out of the Northland next time. All right, K7TBI, your turn. Please come ahead.
Good evening. Yeah, this is K7TBI, Norm and Ballard, Grid Square CN87, Tango, Quebec. We're running about 60 watts with the IC9700, 11 element Yankee, and it's about 130 feet above sea level. And I'm reading both Dan and Jeff about 5.9 plus 10. Back to you.
K7TBI, KB7RYY here. Norm, great signal, about a 5.8 here. Norm's in Ballard. He's got an ICOM 9700, 60 watts to an 11 element Yagi, 130 feet in the air, CN87 Tango, Quebec. And Norm, what direction are you pointing that Yagi tonight? Back to you.
It's pointing about north by northeast.
North by northeast. Okay, well, you're making it over here. I'm a little off to the side of that, so good to hear you tonight, Norm. This is Dan, KB7RYY. It's the double nickel simplex network taking stations throughout the alphabet. Please come ahead if you'd like to give a signal report.
This is KI7 ZCY.
Oh boy, I got nothing out of that but a lot of hash. Try again, and Jeff, give a listen as well. This is Dan, KB7RYY.
KI7 ZCY.
There are 3 stations in there. I heard a kilo very distinctly at the beginning. If your station starts with a K, let's try you. Jeff, are you hearing any of that? That station was very scratchy to me. Over to you.
Yeah, you're talking about Kilo 7 Whiskey Bravo, I think, and coming forward with.
Yeah, Kilo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, please come ahead.
All right, I do about half of that. It's only a whole bit late, but let's see, I want to make sure you're California. Kilo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, is that correct? Okay, that's great. K7 WFA. And it's on the bottom of the last transmission. I need your name and your location. Could you bring it up, please? It's a little bit late. I think it's Bell and Northeast System. Can you cover Northeast? What was it? Okay, copy Northeast Premier Hill. And the reason is Maypole. And I'm walking on the Kilo Blend Explorer, APK. And the grid square is CN87 Tango Papa. And I think I don't know if I can go back to you. I copy 350 feet. And no, I'm hearing you about the ground by 636. So I think about it last week, but you're able to get in here, so thanks for coming in. I'm going to send it back to KB7RYY, KB7AAI.
Okay, Jeff, KJ7AAI, it's KB7RYY. Well, Bill, I couldn't hear you much at all, just barely breaking squelch, and I got a few of your details there, but thanks for checking in. All right, some more stations are trying behind Bill, so keep listening, Jeff. Let's see if we can pull in those stations. This is Dan, KB7RYY, taking check-ins throughout the alphabet, Alpha through Zulu for the double nickel simplex net. Come ahead.
WG7G, Whiskey Golf 7 Golf.
Whiskey Golf 7 Golf. Well, you weren't one of those weak stations, but let's get you in here. Those other stations stand by. WG7G, come ahead.
Good evening, WG7G. Yeah, I kind of got a little carried away with something else and remembered, fortunately, just in time. Anyway, okay, WG7G, the name is Mike. Location is Linwood. Received signal is 59++, as usual. Power here is 50 watts. Antenna is a Comet CX-333. Rig is a Yaesu FT-857. Elevation is 615 feet. Grid square is CN87 uniform. And another addition is that we got a text message tonight that they were going to shut our water off due to problem with the pipes in the area. Something was frozen. But then just a little bit ago, we got a call that they had got it fixed, so they didn't have to shut the water off. But anyway, a lot of things going on. WG7G, back to net control.
Okay, Mike, WG7G, I'm glad they got the water back going again. It's slowly warming up over here, about 21 degrees still. That Mike is over in Linwood. He's got a Yaesu FT-857 to a Comet CX-333, running 50 watts, 615 feet, CN87 uniform, and 59++. I hear a little hum on your signal tonight, Mike, that I haven't heard in past weeks. It's not real prominent, but it's there, a tiny bit of hum back there. All right, who else would like to check into the double nickel simplex net? Stations throughout the alphabet, Alpha through Zulu. If that's you, come ahead.
Zulu, India, 7, Zulu, Charlie, Yankee.
Okay, KF7, okay, Doug, got you, and about 2 more stations behind you. Let's get a few more in here. Come ahead, please.
Kilo, Julius, 7, Sierra, X-Ray, Romeo.
There's KJ7 SXR. I hear you pretty good tonight. All right, are there any other stations that would like to get on the list? Come ahead. KF.
KI7, ZCY.
KF6 WTK, loud and clear, and a weak station behind you. One more station, please. Come ahead.
This is KI7, ZCY.
I heard Kilo 7, a lot of multipath. Stand by, we'll pick you up after these 3 stations. So KF7, okay. Doug, come ahead, please.
Thank you, KF7 OK. Handle is Doug, located just slightly east of Linwood. Rig is a Yaesu 857, 50 watts. I believe I'm Charlie, November 87 Uniform Tango, 340 feet. Antenna is a Comet CP1, if that's the correct designation. It's a cheap one, right? It's at, the bottom, it works. And I'm not sure what else to add there. 50 watts output. KF7 OK.
Well, Doug, I think you've covered it. KF7 OK. Doug, east of Linwood, Yaesu 857, a Comet CP-1 antenna, 50 watts. I have you 5'9" here, good signal. CN87 uniform tango and 340 feet in the air. Thanks for coming by, Doug. All right, I think it's Joel, KJ7SXR. Come ahead, I hear you.
Good evening, Dan. Joel, KJ7SXR. Running using ICOM IC9700, 100 watts, to a pair of 22 element polarized Yankees. 500 feet, grid square, Charlie November 86 Sierra X-ray. And I got you a 5'9" down here, good signal tonight, and here in Jeff 5'9" as well. Send it back to you at 73, KJ7SXR.
Okay, Joel, KJ7SXR, good signal, comparatively good signal. I have 4.5, but great copy. Joel's down in Roy, took 2 22 element Yankees. 100 watts from an ICOM IC9700, 500 feet in the air down there in CN86 Sierra X-ray. which I imagine is where the call sign came from. Thanks for checking in, Joel. All right, it's Joe, KF6WTK. Thanks for running that CBNet, Joe, and let's have a report. Yeah, good evening, everyone. This is KF6WTK, Joe. Radio is a ICOM 228H, 45 watts, into a Diamond NR22L mag mount on the railing of the apartment complex. We're located at the Alaskan Junction here in West Seattle. My elevation is around 200 feet. Charlie, November 8-7, Tango, November 4-4 is my grid square. And Dan, you are 5-9 plus into the junction. KF6WTK. Joe, you are also 5-9 plus over here in Bellevue. That's KF6WTK over in West Seattle by the Alaskan Junction. He has an ICOM 228H Diamond NR22L on the railing of the balcony, but it's doing a great job. 200 feet in the air, CN 87 Tango November 44. Thanks for everything, Joe, and thanks for all you do. All right, let's see. KK7, I heard a KK7 in there with a lot of multipaths, so let's see if we can get you in there. Come ahead, please. Well, maybe it wasn't KK7. Let's take general check-ins, Alpha through Zulu, double nickel simplex net. This is Dan, KB7RYY.
It was Musa.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform.
KI7 ZCY.
All right, there was a station there at the end I did not get. I got K9 BDC Brooks, and there was another station behind Brooks. Let's try for a few more stations. Come ahead, please.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 something. Whiskey Foxtrot 7, come back with your suffix.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform. I have you. All right, let's take these two. K9 BDC Brooks, of course you're loud and clear. Come ahead.
Good evening, Dan. K9 BDC Brooks here in Newcastle. Rig tonight is a Yaesu FTM 500. The antenna is a Tram 1477. Power is 50 watts. Elevation is 460 feet. Grid square Charlie, November 8-7, Victor Mike. I've got you 5-9 plus, and I've got Jeff 5-9 plus as well.
Well, Brooks, the only thing I can say, you're not quite as strong as Jeff is. K9 BDC Brooks over in Newcastle. He's 5-9 plus. I guess that makes Jeff 5-9 plus. Brooks is running a Yaesu FTM 500 to a Tram 1477, 50 watts, from Newcastle, CN 87 Victor Mike at 460 feet. Thank you, Brooks. All right, I got WF7U. It's time for your report. Please come ahead. All I got was a carrier. If that was WF7U, you want to check your mic connection? Try again, please. WF is correction. Correction, go ahead.
Yeah, my apologies. I was on 5 watts before. I'm on 50 watts now, so my report was 5 watts. K9 BDC.
Oh, 5 watts. I'll write down 5 watts. You are much stronger now. You might be beating Jeff, but I wasn't looking at the meter, so correction on the 5 watts. Now let's go back and try WF7U. Are you still there? This is KB7RYY. I'm not getting any audio. I had some audio the first time. WF7U, let's see if anyone else can copy it. Give it one more try. Jeff, KJ7 KJ7AAI, are you hearing any audio there? Alright, thank you, Jeff. KJ7AAI, it's KB7RYY. Alright, let's make one more try for WF7U, and then we'll see if Musa was out there. WF7U, KB7RYY, one more try.
Hi, this is WF7U. Can you copy?
I copied, and then you cut off. Give it another try.
Whiskey Foxtrot 7 Uniform, Paul in Issaquah, CN87, ICOM 9700, 100 watts, M2 Leopac, and at 580 feet.
Alright, got most of that. Paul, WF7U over in Issaquah, 100 watts, and ICOM 9700. I missed the grid square elevation and the antenna. If you can give me those, you come back, please.
CN87XM, 580 feet, M2 Leopac antenna.
Okay, WF7U, KB7RYY. I copied Leopac antenna, maybe. But anyway, I did get 87 X-ray mic for the grid square and 580 feet. You want to try that antenna one more time? That was a different one, Paul. WF7U, KB7RYY. Oh, well, thanks for coming by, Paul. All right, KI7, Musa, was that you? KI7 Zulu something. Come ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Musa. KI7 Zulu Charlie Yankee on American.
KI7 Zulu Charlie Yankee Musa, I can almost hear you. You're about a 3-3 to me tonight. Jeff can listen for you. Come ahead, Musa.
Yeah, good evening, Don. So I'm using my Motorola, that's MC2000, using that 50 watt, I guess because of the cold, it's not working good. It's a Comet GP3, the antenna, 100 feet up in the air. Grid location is CN88 Whiskey Bravo. And I think I got it all.
Alright, KI7ZCY Musa, well, you got it all, but I got very little. There's so much multipath between us tonight. I got CN88 Whiskey Bravo, and that's about all I got. Jeff, did you copy any more of Musa's details? Over to you.
I think a little bit more, but not quite all. We got KI7ZCY, Zippo in Israel, Comet GK3, 50 watts, and Motorola, something 2000. Next elevation, the distance of the grid square is CN88 Whiskey Bravo. This one I'm talking about a 3 by 5, 35. This one, can you come back with your elevation and clarify on your transceiver?
Yeah, the elevation is only 100 feet. And it's an old Motorola MC2000. Commercial style. KI7ZCYL.
Okay, it's about 100 feet in elevation, and the elevation is still not here, but I think it's MC2000, Motorola MC2000. Thanks for keeping it open. Let's see, please be safe, KB7RYY, KJ7AAI.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. We've had a couple of difficult to copy stations here. KJ7AAI, it's KB7RYY. If you've been patiently trying to check into the double nickel simplex net, here's your chance. Come ahead now.
This is Whiskey 7 Tango Alpha Oscar. Robert.
Alright, I had a Whiskey 7, Tango something, and then I had Robert. Let's try the Whiskey 7 Tango. Can that station come back?
Yeah, it's Whiskey 7 Tango Alpha Oscar.
Whiskey 7 Tango Alpha Oscar, got you. And then I heard a Robert. Can that station come back?
This
This is Kilo Echo 7, Oscar Foxtrot Uniform, Robert.
Okay, KE7OFU, got you as well there, Robert. All right, W7TAO, that's a new call sign to me. Come ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Todd, Tango Oscar Delta Delta. My first time checking in. Dean N7XS told me about this net earlier today when we were speaking, but I'm running an Anytone 578, 50 watts to a Comet CX333 at about 300 feet, and I am in Conway.
All right, Todd. Todd's in Conway, W7TAO, running an Anytone 578 to a Comet CX333. Let me get these details written down. 50 watts, 300 feet in the air. And thank you for checking in, Todd. We hear you. Signal report. I have you about a 5.6, some scratch, but good copy. All right, thanks, Todd. All right, Robert, KE7OFU. Let's have a report, please. Over to you.
This is KE7OFU, grid square CN87 Victor Romeo, outside of Kirkland today, 350 feet above mean sea level, on an N9 TAXJ pole. I'm transmitting about 5 watts from a Yaesu FT60R.
Okay, Robert, got all that. That's Robert, KE7OFU in Kirkland, running an FT60R from Yaesu to an N9 TAX J-pole, 5 watts, 350 feet in the air, CN87 Victor Romeo, and I copy you about a 4.5, a little weak, but good copy there, Robert. All right, this is Dan, KB7RYY. Any more stations for the double nickel simplex net? Come ahead.
Nope.
Lloyd, great signal. Alpha Golf 7, Charlie X-Ray, down there in Tacoma. Can you give us a report, Lloyd? Well, whatever else you'd like to tell me, Lloyd, but an important thing might be your antenna and maybe your elevation. You are a 5.9 up here in Bellevue, AG7 CX. What antenna do you have there, Lloyd? Thank you, Lloyd. AG7CX with 10 element, cross-polarized apparently beam, doing a great job from that Elenco 135 Mark III. Thanks for coming by, Lloyd. Haven't heard you in here for a while. This is KB7RYY. Are there any more check-ins for the double nickel simplex net? Come ahead.
November 7, X-Ray Sierra.
All right, KB7SDM with your recheck standby because Dean, N7XS, checked in. Come ahead, Dean.
Yeah, hey, good evening, Dan. Good evening, everybody. Let me see. This is Dean, N7XS. I'm on Camano Island. CN88 Sierra Delta. I'm running a ICOM 9700, about 100 watts, into a Diamond X700 HNA at about 40 feet. And let me see, what else? I'm at 200 feet above sea level. And I know that for a fact here tonight. And Jeff is he's riddled with multipath up here tonight. But anyway, Dan, that's about all I got. You're about 5.8, 5.9 like usual, and Jeff's 5.9 plus a little bit up this way, but he's really multipathy. And Wayne, I've never heard him so loud up here. So Wayne, if you're out there, mark where that antenna is. He was at 5.8. Could just be good band conditions tonight when it's 19 degrees. Anyway, and I'm glad you got Musa. I tried to relay him in there, but I think I got squashed too. Back to you there, Dan. Hopefully you got everything. Send 7XS.
All right, Dean. Yes, I think I got everything. I'm going back through my log sheet. I missed a few other things on some other reports, trying to fill those in from memory. But N7XS Dean on Camano Island, 5-7 tonight, Dean. an ICOM 9700, the Diamond X700 HNA, you're running 100 watts. And I think 240 feet is the combined elevation for everything, and CN88 Sierra Delta, I think. CN88 Sierra Delta, is that right, Dean? Back to you.
Yep, that's correct. You got it.
Okay, my scribbles were illegible, but now I've corrected that. All right, KB7SDM had a recheck. Ryan, come ahead. 007 November recheck. Okay, Ryan, well, you're going to have to spell Quashang for me. It's a UVK5. I gave you a 5-7 this time. I gave you last time, where were you? You were back up here somewhere. Yeah, there you are, 5-9 plus. You were stronger last time. Well, it was 20 watts. How many watts are you running out of that Quashang, and how do you spell it? Quashang UVK 5 watts. All right, 5-7 there, Ryan. Stan, KB7RYY. Anybody else waiting to get into the double nickel simplex net? I have 3 slots left on this log sheet. Come ahead. 007. Oh, I scared him off, Jeff. KJ7AAI, KB7RYY.
I got a relay.
Relay from Dean. Go ahead, Dean.
I heard KK7KCN in there.
KK7KCN. If you can hear them, take a report there, Dean.
Yeah, Bill, you copying me? Okay, I copy, Bill, you're running a J-pole and 5 watts into some kind of an amplifier. You're running an FT817. You're at 580 feet in Charlie, Norway, 87, Whiskey, India. Did I get it? Oh, 40 watts, 40 watts. And give me that elevation again. I just didn't get it. You're really multipathing. Okay, I got it. 480 feet. All right, thanks, Bill. I can hear you. Did you get everything there, Dan?
I got... Well, let me turn down this other radio here. I could almost hear him on the beam, but not quite. Let's see. I got KK7KCN Bill running a J-pole, an FT817, 40 watts, 480 feet, CN87 Whiskey question mark. I got him about a 1-1 location and the grid square, and I'll have it there. Dean, over to you.
Okay, he's in Whiskey, CN87 Whiskey, India. CN87 Whiskey, India, and he's in Covington.
Covington. He's going around me to pick up Covington. Very good. All right. Thanks for the relay there, Dean. He relayed KK7KCN in from Covington. All right. Over to you, Jeff. KJ7AAI, KB7RYY.
Very cool. Very cool. This is KJ7AAI. Double nickel simplex net. Looking for a new station anywhere in the alphabet. Alpha 30 Zulu. If you've got the antenna, please come ahead. before, you were 5A plus 18, so almost the same, just a hair weaker. It's a K7 ratio for the recheck. That's an F-bomb driven antenna. 5 watts from the Kenworth, and that's model number 707. What was the model in the Kenworth?
WF7U, recheck. Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform recheck. I found the problem with the mic earlier, but there was, I think, confusion on the antenna. It's M2 Leopac Yagi.
Okay, thank you, Paul. It's Whiskey Foxtrot 7 uniform, Paul, with the recheck. Just clarifying those antennas, M squared Leopac antenna. So it's a M2 Leopac. I think that, is that a satellite antenna, Paul, back to you?
Yes, it is.
I think it's the low Earth orbit is what the LEO stands for. So thanks for the clarification. And Paul, you're 5 plus 20 up here in the north end of Redmond. Thanks for checking in. All right, anyone else want to get into the double nickel simplex stamp before we close up here at KD7AEI? I got KD7 and missile out for simplex one. Kilo, Charlie 7, Victor Charlie Mike. Yeah, Mike, over here. Yeah, I'm going to got Kilo, Charlie 7, Victor Charlie Mike. Can you have us your report and you can listen to coming up, please?
Very good, Jeff, KJ7AAI, KB7RYY. I tried to call Ryan's uncle a father. Sorry about that, Ryan. Okay, anyway, we got everybody in there, but let's make one last call. Anybody else want to get on the log sheet for the double nickel simplex to net? This is Dan, KB7RYY. Okay, well, I put down 41. I was about to have to print out a new log sheet, but we got through it. All right, thank you, Jeff. KB7RYY. Let's call it a night.
KA7AAI, this is KA7CE.
It's not good here.